always do about this time.
I don't know.
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's it? It's another episode of I Often Wonder with your boy Rock Car and Detroit Mel.
What up, though?
Yeah, we back again with another episode of I Often Wonder. It's your boy Rock Car in the building, Detroit Mel. We here.
What up?
Yeah, y'all know the deal. Y'all going over to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that. But definitely go over to YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe button.
Right.
Hit that bell.
Ding, ding.
It'll give you notification every time we drop an episode of your favorite podcast. Gang. Please go over to those places and give us some love and support. And most definitely go on over to your respective app store. Where's the Google Play Store?
All right.
Where's the Apple Store? And download the IOW Network app.
Right.
Where you can always see or hear I Often Wonder, IOW Sports,
All right.
Air Paradoxica,
Okay.
White Vault,
Okay.
LJ Presents. You see the shirt? You wrestling head? Go hear some Dirty Heels.
Check.
Yeah. Shout out to K Stones, Kenneth Stone, Good Brother Bo. Yeah. But no, let's kick this episode off today because Mel found some interesting articles that y'all know how Mel does.
I do.
Yeah, very interesting. I'll let him kind of go more in depth about that. But it brings up a bigger question.
I just saw vagina. I was like,
Vagina? Oh. Titties? Oh. He's like a squirrel. Just yeah. But no, it brings up to the bigger picture of faith in the medical system.
Right.
Of course, people sometimes get born in a hospital, and majority of people may die in a hospital.
Right.
It's the institution that plays a big part in our society. But how much do you actually trust them with your life? And your health,
with your coochie.
Speaking of that, kind of break down what we brought this topic about, Detroit.
So we're gonna talk about maggots in your coochie.
Sir, can we elaborate on the actual topic, on the actual situation?
I think I said enough. You got maggots in your coochie, you got problems.
Yeah, that is a problem. True.
So a lady had so let me start from this part. The rumor was going around saying that she had sex and she caught an STD, and she said she was laying in the bed and she felt pain down there, like someone's biting her and thing, and then she happened to look down, seen the maggot crawling up her leg, and kind of find out she had maggots in her genitals. Right. I rather have the crabs. At least you can put butter on them. Wrong crabs.
Yes.
Oh,
wrong crabs.
Wrong crabs. My bad.
Yeah, no, that's
wrong crabs.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway. My bad.
Yeah. Wrong crabs, bro.
Wrong crabs. But anyway. And so, she went back to the doctor and went back to the hospital and kind of find out. So it wasn't it wasn't sexually transmitted. And so I did a little research, and they said only there's only one. There's a rare form of gonorrhea that you can get, and it's rare that may cause maggots, but medically speaking, you can't get maggots from having sex. So what happened is she just had a baby, and when they had cleaned her up, they left the gauze inside of her. Ugh. And the gauze, began to cause an infection. And after the infection happened, the maggots came. Ugh. And so that's how she ended up having maggots in there.
How does somebody medically make that kind of mistake? That's where I'm at.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But you know what?
I ain't left condoms up there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I ain't left no gauze.
Yeah, but
oh, my bad.
Sir. Yeah. But no, to speak of the true point of leaving your faith into the medical professionals,
right?
I've had my own issues with medical professionals. I'm very candid. Everybody knows my oldest daughter, who's 6 years old, is autistic. When she was in the womb, they left her and the mother without oxygen for probably a good minute. I'm talking about a good minute. I'm talking about we had to go to the point where it was a malpractice suit.
Wow.
And we were actually awarded a settlement, but come to find out, the lawyer that got the settlement for us was barred, so it null and voided right then and there. But
wow.
So I'm not shocked that you hear these kind of stories of just negligence from medical fields,
right?
And especially dealing with right now. You're talking about COVID.
Yeah.
The number of COVID cases continuously goes up and down, up and down, up and down. You're talking about the many workers who sometimes end up even getting fired wrongfully, or just I think they finally get the gist of the negative stuff that some of these hospitals are doing. And so, they go to a different profession. So especially right now, I won't be surprised if we hear more cases like this.
Right. Now, I want to say this, because we have done shows on men's health, women's health. So we're not anti-doctor. We're not anti-taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, taking care of your health. But I will say this, all that starts before you go to the doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Eating right, exercise, all those different things, taking care of your body, watch what you're putting into your body. Those kind of things are important so you can have less trips to the doctor.
Yeah.
But I believe in getting your checkups when you're supposed to get your checkups. I believe in, I don't want to talk about, dental too, going to the dentist, all that stuff. Yeah. I believe in all that. However, I don't put all my faith and trust in that. That's the difference. I use the tools that was given to me, the doctor.
Yeah.
And go to the doctor when it's needed and necessary. But at the same time,
man, you better than me. I got to be down there dying to go see a doctor.
They taking his insurance on my check. I'm about to use it. You know what I'm
saying? Man, I've been working in the food industry so long, I don't even know what the hell health insurance is.
Dog. Taking his insurance on my check. I'm gonna use it. Shoot. All right. I wake up like, what's that? I'm going to the doctor. Hey, nigga, what's this on my leg? Check this out.
Sure, that's a pimple.
Right. What's that?
I'm just making sure.
Just want to make sure. I'm trying to get my money's worth here. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, we go to the doctor. We tell you one more with you. Hey, check a pussy out. Make sure this right. It's all good. Oh, okay, good. Okay, we can have sex tonight. Try to get my money's worth. But anyway.
There he goes again.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you have to have that kind of balance. And like going back to what we were talking about with the maggot thing, it's like that right there cannot happen. You didn't cause an infection in this lady, and she come home with maggots.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, I guess I can fathom that it happened, but in my mind, I think of maggots, meat,
dead carcasses,
dead carcasses and stuff like that. I was like, you don't think of growing up, that pussy wasn't dead last night. So, she was doing some wonders with that. It couldn't have been dead. How'd she get maggots in there? You know what I'm saying? So you would think you thinking about, you know what I'm saying, something that's dead, and then that happens.
Maybe the pussy was deaf. I don't know. I don't know.
How this happened, but you know, so you have to kind of look at it from that
She
standpoint.
fucked me to death.
Right. Right.
I'm over here falling in the loophole, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all.
Talking about killing that pussy.
I usually try not to jump into foolishness.
I killed that bug so bad she developed maggots.
All
right, let's move it forward. Let's move it forward. You know what I'm saying?
Bring it back, dog.
Let's bring it back. Reel it in. But yeah, so no, you can't. So that right there, you have to not put all your faith in the medical profession, the medical doctors and stuff like that. Yeah. And I think I want to at least say that caveat because I want to start off like we bashing them or anti-health.
No,
you know what I'm saying? That's not what we're saying.
Yeah.
But, you know, you have to have balance. You can't just say, that's why I always take you a second opinion.
Yeah, yes.
You know, oh, my doctor said this happened. All right, that's it. Yeah. Doctors could be wrong.
Yes, yes.
They human just like we are.
Yeah, they can make mistakes.
Yeah. You know, i.e. the maggots.
Yeah, but I'm also looking at it this way is like, you know, a simple mistake, leaving gauze in her genitals is you know, that infection can possibly lead to other health issues,
right?
With the maggots and stuff,
right?
Like, you know, I wish we could find a update on this young lady and see where her health is at now,
right?
Because you know, maybe, I mean, you can easily call that negligence,
right?
That could be, you know, some kind of silver suit, whatever. If she wanted to take it that far, I mean, I would. I mean, you gave me the death pussy,
right?
Like, you know, right? Like, yeah, I want them motherfuckers to be talking highly of my shit, but not this way.
Not this way, yeah, for real.
So it's like, you know, it's just a shame that, you know, something so simple as leaving gauze up there causes just domino effect of other things. I'm pretty sure she missed out on time,
right?
Work.
She missed out on sex.
Yeah,
I'm like, we're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait.
I can't unseen what I saw.
No, I can't. No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to do what?
Nah.
I ain't put my mouth on that. I'm good.
You know, especially her overall health. Like, you know, who knows what
if I'm not a doctor, but what if the maggots could have did something to her reproduction or organs?
Can't have kids no more.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause I know that they bite.
Yeah.
So I don't know, could they do damage to her fallopian tubes or something like, you know what I'm saying, or her ovaries? I don't know. But what if that would have happened?
That's the thing. I mean, unfortunately, we don't know that, you know, all the effects of the maggots there.
Right.
But just the fact that they were there is enough, you know.
Enough.
Of negligence.
Now, negligent. Here's another incident. This is not the hospital, but here is another incident where a grandmother was taken care of by the daughter and the granddaughter, and they would lock the grandmother up 12 hours at a time because they didn't want her wandering around. And so, but she had a catheter, so that needed to be changed. And she got maggots through the catheter.
Because all that.
Yeah. So it's still negligence around the hospital.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's just, I mean, I guess it was so amazing to me. I guess amazing may not be the word, but when I saw it, I was like
mind-boggling.
Like, how can you develop maggots? You know, somewhere down there. I mean, I guess we can get crabs, we get but crabs is a sexual transmitted disease.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it just wants you, kind of makes you think about, you know, the things that you're dealing with when you meet somebody new. That's the first thing I thought about. You meet a new person, you know, and y'all getting together. Then she exposed, she got maggots. And then, well, here's the thing, and I ain't trying to be funny on this, but so when because you know, they start as larvae and then they hatch and become maggots, right? So are they contagious while they're larvae? Or so you down there giving her oral sex as a man or a woman, and you get the or larvae in your mouth, and you get maggots in your mouth. Can that happen?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a science guy.
That's not something to think about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Or, I mean, I can't speak for women. I know how us as men, sometimes we might get a little ache, like, I'll go check out the doctor later. You know, we wait down the line, and then it's like, oh, shit, I'm about to lose my knee. Let me go see the doctor. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing.
Hey, I'm a house remedy motherfucker until it don't work no
more.
more.
What Quick Rock say? Throw some tussin on that. Throw some tussin on that.
Yeah, drink that Pepto-Bismol, sit your ass down.
So what if this particular woman decide, oh, it's a little discomfort, but I go to the doctor later. Yeah. Then develops into something worse. Yeah. Or they grow into flies.
Ugh.
Man, shit. Can you imagine that story? I had flies coming out my pussy. Nigga, what? Like what? You sleep, you hear you looking around like this.
Man, even summertime, where the flies at?
The hell? Then open your leg, look down, the flies like the candy man just coming out. Flies everywhere. Like, what the hell? And call you Beelzebub. Lord of the Flies.
Something's wrong with this man.
Speaking of that side note, one day I was working with a guy.
Something wrong with you, dog.
What, man?
Man, there's something wrong with you.
Can I tell a story? You know what I'm saying? We was working with this guy cleaning out houses, like he owned property. And so we pull up to the house. Me and my boy waiting on him to get there. I'm like, they got blackout? Why they got blackout windows in their house? It's like, who they hiding from? Like, I mean, like you pull up, they got like windows in the front.
Yeah.
And they completely black. I'm like, the heck? So he finally gets there. We go in. I go in the house. And then the tent is moving. I was like, what the heck? It was flies. There's so many flies on the window, it looked like blackout tent.
Shut up.
I'm gonna kid you not, bro.
No way.
I was like, what the heck? I ain't never seen nothing like that before, bro.
Man, I'd have walked right out.
I was like, who lives like this?
I'd have walked right out.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I couldn't pass with that money, bro.
I
was like 18. He was paying us good. Plus a Whopper.
He fed you too?
Yeah, fed us too.
Oh, yeah,
so nigga, money and a Whopper? I'm good. You got me. You had me at Whopper.
No mayonnaise, please.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'll take a Whopper.
Can I get extra cheese?
Yeah. Thank you.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
I can get fries too, bro. Yeah, you being good to a brother.
Hell, you book me for that week.
Right. Need me again?
No, that's nuts. But yeah. I mean, just overall, because I have my doubts and worries when it comes to the medical field.
Right.
I think it's a ruse.
Really? Say more about that.
Because
I never heard nobody say it's a ruse, so I was gonna say.
But no, just because it's especially how they bill you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That part I can see.
They always find a way to, and probably some women can talk about this. Well, I got this. Well, let's test for this. Okay, well it ain't that. Well, let's test for this. Test for this, and they just keep billing and keep billing and keep billing. And I mean, you see these doctors with all the money in the world.
Right.
Living real lavish.
Right.
And I still got gout. Like, what's the problem?
Right.
You know,
foot still swollen.
His foot still swollen. Still got maggots in my
right.
hoo-ha.
Right.
You got
a swollen foot and a flying pussy.
And so that's just always been my thing. Is and I'm not saying it's all medical. So please don't. Right. Please take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I know there's some good doctors out there that give a damn.
Right.
But it's almost like cops. We need more good cops and we need more good doctors to weed out the bad doctors and the bad cops.
Right.
And that's where I'm at with the medical field.
Okay.
Luckily, my old lady used to be a nurse. So when, the family got questions like, what is this doctor talking about? They go to her. Me personally, if I'm feeling some type of way, I go to her. Hey, we got this running joke in the house. Medical, everything else. Medical, everything else.
Right.
I handle everything else. You handle medical. And so is finding someone you can trust.
Yes, and that's a key.
Yeah,
that's a key. I mean, I could understand it from the billing perspective.
Yeah,
I was talking to my sister, and she was like, "The little saline water they give you, that's $300."
Yeah,
I'd be like, "Whatever you don't use, wrap that bug up. I'm taking it with me." That's $300. Nigga, Fuji don't even cost that much, nigga.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Shoot, I thought I was complaining about Fuji water. $300 saline water. It's just water, water and salt.
Well, hell, well, let me go get some water and salt at the house and boil that up and dissolve it.
Hey, what you doing? That's $300. You better wrap that up, nigga. Yeah. I need a doggy bag. You know what I'm saying?
Can I get all these stuff to go?
I need all this to go. We ain't wasting nothing.
Not a damn dollar.
$300 for some damn water,
bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't wasting not a damn dollar.
And you better not waste a drop.
Not a drop.
So you spill. You spill. You need to clean this up, nigga. What's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need 2 more liters. This nigga spilled some. I need my money's worth.
Every last drop.
Every last drop. You better go to that faucet and fill it up or something. I'm telling you.
Every last drop.
Every last drop. But for real though, that's ridiculous, man. $300 for a saline bag. So that's what it gets you, man.
Yeah.
You know, you look at other countries where healthcare is free.
Yeah.
You know, I think some countries still have to pay your prescription, but the government even negotiates that price. Mm-hmm. So you're not even paying a high expensive price for prescription.
Like, you know, hopefully God shows some mercy on me because diabetes runs in the fam. Hopefully I can avoid that.
Right.
Because them supplies for diabetes ain't cheap.
They ain't cheap.
We just ain't cheap.
At all.
Not even close to being remotely cheap.
Right.
You know, God forbid you don't get no cancer. You know, paying for them treatments.
They ain't cheap.
Ain't cheap.
How much weed do you smoke? You good?
I don't know. Me personally, I'm gonna be good.
That cancer ain't going nowhere.
I smoke 2 months, man, for one. Mary J.
That cancer ain't going nowhere.
Hey, Mary J. been good to me.
Yes, she has.
She been good to me. That's my remedy for everything. I got a headache.
Hold it up.
Stomach hurt. Oh,
COVID.
Oh, my leg need to get amputated.
Right.
Just blow some more smoke on it.
She good.
It good.
Right.
I will home remedy the shit with Mary J. with everything, dog.
But yeah, man, I think that's what it is when it comes to the medical field here in the United States. It is a racket.
It is.
I mean, you know, from the pharmaceutical companies.
Oh, them pharmaceutical companies.
You know what I'm saying?
Off, dog.
To the insurance companies, to the doctors,
sleazy doctors.
You know, because they all are in cahoots with each other.
Yeah, they're in connection.
You know, it's like, and then the pharmaceutical companies is in with the government because they give kickbacks to the government, lobbying the government. So I mean, think about. I can go to Rite Aid, CVS, or Walgreens, or wherever drugstore, you know, in your state, and get my prescription.
Yeah.
You be looking at the bill, the prescription be like $500-$600. It's like, why it cost so much for some pills? Yeah, you got then, but you got insurance, so it's only gonna cost you $30 or $20. Yeah, but if it wasn't $500 from the get-go, it would cost me nothing.
Yeah.
You know, with my insurance. But I'm still paying something because the insurance getting their little money in. You know. And then here's another thing too. When you get your initial bill from the doctor, say your bill is $45,000, right? For your hospital stay and everything. They go in. The doctors in the hospital, I think the doctor in the hospital, and the medical people, medical billing, and they negotiate that bill down. So they may negotiate it down to $15,000, right? And then your insurance pay, your insurance say, okay, well, we'll pay $15,000. They pay the $15,000, and then you pay your copay, whatever that is, on top of that. But it starts off here. They do that. So they have a nice ceiling to negotiate you down. They still get until a lump sum. It don't cost all that money for that. And they charge you for everything.
Everything.
You be thinking, they be like, oh, would you like some Jello? How much that cost? Is that included in this? For real, I'll be asking, is that included? Oh, okay, go ahead. Would you like some? How much that cost? You know what I'm saying?
Water free, right?
Is it free? Oh, okay.
All right.
I was in the hospital a couple of times. I was like, she's like, you want something? I was like, is it extra? She was like, no, sir, it's free. Well, then break it up.
Is it extra?
Right. I asked her. I asked my daughter.
Hey, but you got to.
She'll tell you, I don't play, man.
Hey, all jokes aside, you got to.
They're like, we need to run this test. How much that gonna cost?
Yeah, how much is that test gonna
cost?
Is
my insurance gonna cover that?
Yeah.
Where's the copay? Do I really need it? We asked her, where we need to do some x-rays. Do I really need that? Well, yeah, we need to see such and such. And
see, and I think that's what builds to the mistrust I have with the medical side.
Right.
And not just the billing side, but the medical part is, well, you know, do I have the right doctor? First of all, the right, you know, facility that's trustworthy, make sure they're going to actually do their job correctly, properly, you know, from beginning to end.
Right.
You know, are they doing it because I actually need it?
Right.
Not because, hey, you know, let's do this surgery.
Go rack him up.
Because it's going to rack him up.
Right.
It's stuff like that literally builds that mistrust for me.
It does, man. But here's so there's a dentist in Detroit, and I had to get a tooth pulled. While I was here, I was like, okay, I went to the dentist here.
Yeah, I could have done that for free, dog.
No, you ain't pulling my teeth.
No, I'd have just socked the shit out of you.
My granddad used to tell me one time, he told me, tie a string to it and tie it to the dough. Close the dough. I was like, that didn't work, bro. That didn't work. You know, he had all kinds of little things. I was like, I ain't doing all that. But anyway, he's like, just keep wiggling, nigga. Just keep wiggling. It'll come out. So anyway, I think when I was asking the dentist here, it's like $300-$400 to pull it. I went to the dentist in Detroit, $100.
I don't get the
because she set her practice up where she just charged you the bare minimum to help people out.
Yeah,
okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, here's my
trying to bop you.
Here's my thing. I understand we live in a capitalist society. There's no getting around it. I understand that. That's what we live in. You know what I'm saying? That's what we living in. So, because I know she got to get her grip, I understand you got to pay for the lights, you got to pay for all that, you got to pay for your medical equipment. That's fine. You know, charge me $100. I'll pay that.
Yeah.
But you ain't got to charge me, you know, 200 or 300 times the amount it takes to really do it.
Yeah.
That's my thing about the medical field here.
And I wonder how much it costs that woman to get that whole maggot thing cleaned up.
Yeah, it probably costs her a lot of money.
And just because somebody in the medical
and I didn't see that particular one, but I saw one on YouTube, and they had to literally take some tweezers and pick each one out one by one. Yeah. And when I had a vacuum and sucked it out or something, you know what I'm saying? They had to take. I'm like, how you? He just picking them out, and then sometimes, you know, I guess because they're eating on her skin, you see, they have blood on them. Yeah, you got to pull on it. I just can't imagine that, bro. I'm fascinated by that stuff, so I don't mind watching it.
I didn't see a lot of gross shit.
Yeah,
that'd probably gross me out.
I don't like
because I've seen a lot of gross stuff. That one probably.
I was gonna say it make me not want to touch pussy no more, but I'm like, it make me not want to touch her pussy no more. Let me be more specific. Let me see. I was gonna say, I was like, let me think about that. No, anyway, I just want to touch hers no more.
What's your name?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make sure.
Yeah, make sure I add you to the no list.
the no hit list.
The no fly zone.
Pun intended.
Right. Pun intended. Well, yeah, we didn't want to come before y'all long. I saw that. I said, let's talk about this right quick, man. You know, and just kind of made me think, like Lamar has said, about the medical field. And you know, how much do we really trust the medical field? How much should we trust the medical field?
I ain't got no trust in them motherfuckers.
And here's a plug: my sister's a cannabis coach. No,
shout out to Tiffany Gotcher.
So no, look her up.
The Healing Component.
The Healing Component. Oh no, she changed the name now. It's
Did she change the name?
Fibro Women Warriors.
Okay.
You know, so check her out. She got a Facebook page. She's working on a website. She also is a health coach. Cannabis coach. Cannabis, she teach you how to do microdose. She teach you how to use it, for medicinal purposes. She's a health coach, so she kind of coach you through your health and everything. I mean, she's good at what she does.
Yeah, my shit's recreational.
All right. and she kind of breaks down that myth.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this part, and we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. But she breaks down that myth because when you try to tell, especially people who are older, say, hey, you should do, cannabis is good for, say you got cancer. It's good for your cancer.
I ain't mess with that reefer.
I ain't doing that, man.
I ain't no drugs.
I ain't, But this, if you look at the plant itself, is so many components of that. You got CBD, CBG. You got the it's so
like
much
the THC.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's so much to that plant. The hemp part of it. The cannabinoids, and I'm gonna bring her on. We're gonna do a show with her. I was talking to her the other day. Yeah. We're gonna bring a show. We're gonna do a show. We're gonna do a show with her. I'm
gonna smoke a blunt while we do it too.
What's my man name? God, what's it? The guy from Joint Ventures. He got a show called Joint Ventures on Canada Talks. Ben Miner. Okay. We're gonna do a show with Ben Miner, my sister, and I'm trying to get somebody to talk about the psychedelic mushrooms. Kind of do it all together because that's actually making a comeback. Yeah. And there's some medicinal parts to that. Yeah. You got shamans. If I can find a shaman, if somebody out there listening,
Hashwa.
Right. If you can find, if you're a shaman, a North shaman, have them contact us. Just leave it in the comments down there. A shaman, so we can go ahead and we'll get that show together. And we done putting together a show, for mental health.
Oh yeah.
I've been hearing so many people talking about mental health. I dropped put a bug in Allison's ear. Cause Allison been outspoken about her mental health and things she went through. So I figured she'd be good to get her on here.
Yeah, we ain't seen no Allison.
Plus, I ain't seen in a while. We ain't talked in a while, so I want to get her on here. But I'll bring my sister on that show too. I'll bring my sister on that show too because she can talk about the how even cannabis help with depression and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
A lot of medicinal purposes for the Mary Jane.
I'm in love with Mary Jane. Yeah. She's my main thing.
I just like smoking.
She makes my heart sing.
Yeah. I all just aside, no, I recreationally use it, but there are some good medical benefits to the plant for sure. But look, like Mel said, we didn't want to come here too long. But if you feeling to the point of certain pain that just won't go away, please go find yourself a medical professional. Professional, keywords professional. One that has good bedside manner, one that's actually going to listen to you,
right?
And one that gives a damn.
Right, that's a key
for the most part.
That's a key.
Those are, to me, are the components of what makes a good medical professional. Is one that listens to you, one that actually cares, and one that will always do what is necessary for your health,
right,
and not for their pockets. So, different topic for sure. I know everybody's gonna see the headlines and be like, "Well, what is that?" Yeah, trust me, I was thinking the same thing when Mel approached you with the topic. I was like, maggots in the what?
Maggots where?
Where?
And maggots going everywhere nowadays. Don't be discriminate.
Yeah. Let's leave the maggots in the trash. where the dead carcasses and stuff is in that. Leave it outside, not inside you. But anyway, it's your boy Wildcard Mar, Detroit Mel. Please go like, share, subscribe to the YouTube page. Hit that bell notification. Spread the word of what we got going on over here at I Often Wonder. And please make sure you go to your respective app store, whether it's the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, and download the IOW Network app.
Right.
Until next time, it's your favorite podcast gang, Detroit Mel, Wildcard Mar, signing off. Peace.